Good afternoon and welcome back to my page. You know, one of my favorite things is going camping for a weekend and taking my friends and having a wonderful time. And you know, we were going to do that this weekend. It's wonderful. I'm out here at the beautiful Blue Springs Lake campground by Missouri Jackson County Parks Department. Well taken care of ground and really good people. There were four of us that started out on this deal, myself and another retired police officer and another friend of mine from the city where I live, and we were going to have a great time this weekend. We didn't realize it was going to be as hot as it is when we started out, but sometimes the weatherman doesn't cooperate with us, and he certainly didn't this time, but at least it's not raining. Anyway, this turns my story from a little bit from the fun that we were having to safety tips. And it's something that really should be addressed, and I see a lot of camping videos and I see a lot of bushcraft videos, and I don't see anything too much about safety. But this is something that we need to talk about, and it needs to be addressed. Now, as I said, there were four of us that set out on this trip. On the first day, on Thursday, I was out here by myself and set up the camp, and yeah, it was hot. It was 94 degrees, I believe it was, and no wind, and really not much shade to be had, so you have to make your shed. This is why you find myself in this little shelter that I made. It's a carport that I cut in half, basically. Didn't set up the whole thing, put some sides on it, made a wind tunnel. Well, anyway, my first friend showed up on Friday, and weather just got to be too much, and I encouraged her, really, you probably don't need to stay here. You know, I'm sure it would be fun, but you're not looking good, you're flushed. Why don't you climb in your car and turn on the air for a little bit? And she did, and then she admitted to me that she really wasn't feeling the best that she could feel, so I encouraged her, go on home, there'll be other times. But my two friends, a husband and a wife from the Raytown area, showed up on Friday evening. Well, they'd been consuming a little bit of alcohol. No, they'd been consuming a lot of alcohol. And here's the deal. When you're out in weather like this, when it's 80, 85, 90, 95 degrees with the heat index over 100, alcohol is not your friend. Alcohol will kill you. There are two things that you need to provide yourself in this kind of weather if you want to continue camping, and I do, but you need water. You need lots and lots of water, cold water, inside and externally. Now, I keep a 5-gallon bucket. I'm not going to turn the camera and show you what a 5-gallon bucket looks like, and you know it's full of water. Well, guess what? My friends made it through the night, but in the morning they started again, and guess what? Alcohol is not your friend. Beer will hurt you, and it will hurt you bad. So, anyway, the male part of that couple got to feeling really, really bad. It wasn't even noon yet, and it was already 89 degrees. Let me check here, get my trusty cell phone out and see what they say it is, but it's 87 degrees now, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, it's hot, and there's a bit of wind, and sometimes it blows and sometimes it doesn't. That's just what you have to put up with. But while you're here, think safety. Alcohol, no until after the sun goes down, or at least use it sparingly. Now, like I said, keep water, keep your 5-gallon bucket of water, keep your 2-gallon bucket of water, keep yourself a neckerchief soaked. I took off my t-shirt a while ago, soaked it in cold water, and put it back on just to drop my body temperature. Well, I sent the other couple home because we couldn't get his body temperature down. She was able to drive, and she hadn't been hitting the beer that hard. So like I say, you have got to take care of yourself. Look at the people around you. The signs to watch for. Is his face flushed? Is he making sense when he talks? Is he getting lethargic? Is he doing stupid things? Is he doing things that are out of the normal? Is he unable to pay attention to what you're talking about? And will he not take direction from you when you recognize that something isn't right? Those are signs of heat exhaustion, which can lead to heat stroke, which can kill you. Now, in this kind of weather, yes, it's dangerous to be out here. I've been doing this for a long time, and I know how to stay safe, and I know how to stay cool in this kind of weather. Yep, I'm going to get a sunburn, and it's going to be pretty good when I get back, but you know what? I want to make it back alive because I want to stay hydrated. I'm going to drink water, and lots of cold water. Nothing better than water unless you want to do Gatorade or something like that to get some electrolytes in your system. You know, chicken broth tonight for dinner, just as kind of a little supplement instead of coffee. Get some electrolytes inside of you and get your body to feeling comfortable, to feeling right, where you're making sense, and you're going to have a great time out here. I do all the time. But there again, I pay attention to the weather. I pay attention to the weather inside of me, and I play it safe. And I want you to play it safe also. So, been a little safety rant, and I'm sorry that I took so long to do it, but it's something that really concerns me, and especially hit me kind of hard this weekend. So, anyway, have a great day. Please like and subscribe to my page. Stay safe, and come back and see me.